Happy Friday, August 25th. I'm your host, Kimberly Perot. Hard to believe we are heading into the very full last weekend of August. Joining me out in the community is Mark Sassy. He'll be coming at us with fly fishing report and much more. We'll be talking to Vail Vibes, the latest edition, and then Robbie with our sports update. So stay tuned. Good Morning Vail starts now.
Things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
All right, everybody, welcome to our Friday edition of Good Morning Vail. We got some cloud cover in the forecast today to start first thing this morning for your Friday. We are going to take a look at those temperatures right now for August the 25th. We're going to talk about some weather coming our way also. We're going to see a high of about, 55, not a high, but a high at 8 o'clock this morning at 55 degrees. Our high temperature for the day is going to be about 69 degrees with, believe it or not, a 90% chance of afternoon thunderstorms. And the clouds, I don't know if you can see over my shoulder, rolling in out of the southwest. That's where that weather is going to be coming from today. It's a little nice out here first thing this morning. It's mild. Your hourly forecast will be in the mid-60s midday, but that's really going to be our high temperature, mid to upper 60s around Vail today. So definitely cooler than what we've seen, and there is rain in the forecast. For Denver today, they're going to see a high of about 73 degrees. And according to between Weather Underground and NOAA, they've got such a grand scale, a spread of percentages. They're saying anywhere from a 40 to a 90% chance of some heavier rain down along the Front Range with some flooding advisories. So be aware of that. 69 for Vail for a high. It's going to be wet thunderstorms, 90% chance, 80% chance, and a high of 71 for Avon. And then Eagle, about a 60% chance with scattered thunderstorms with a high of 76. Now tonight we're going to see temperatures, somewhere between 50 and 60 degrees, maybe 50 to 51 degrees, 50 and a half degrees, maybe somewhere around there, with a 60% chance of moisture this evening, sun setting at 7:50. And then we're going to see for your 5-day as we look into the weekend. We're going to see 75 for Saturday, a low of 50, scattered thunderstorms, 45% chance, a 40% chance of some afternoon thunderstorms on Sunday with a high of 76. For Monday, a high of 75, a low of 49. Scattered thunderstorms mixed with a little bit of sunshine, 50% chance. And then that'll push on through by Tuesday. Back to sunny skies with a high of 78. And then Wednesday, we're going to see partly cloudy skies, maybe some sunshine mixed in with about a 10% chance of moisture with a high of 80. So a big shift in that weather. All right, let's talk a little bit about what's happening down here in Nottingham. First off, I want to mention real quick, National Day today. I'm going to pull this out and share it with you. How about that? I've got 4 of these. Tess Reinhold used to work with us at TV8. Her mom and I did a little cooking segment on TV many, many years ago. I think we didn't make banana splits. I think we made hot fudge sundaes. But today is National Banana Split Day, and Kathy Leister, Tess's mom, gave me these banana split boats a handful of years ago, and I pulled one out just to celebrate today. So National Banana Split Day. I'm going to carry this around in my pocket all day. Down here at Nottingham today, they're starting to set up, as you can see over my shoulder, for the 22nd annual Xterra US Championships right here between Nottingham Lake and up into the Beaver Creek area. So the full races take place tomorrow. They've got the full race and they have the sprint race, the triathlon. But a little bit about the backstory behind this. In 1996, there were a group of sadists, believe it or not, that created this event called the Aquaterra race. They did this in Maui, Hawaii. It consisted of choppy water swim, a hilly mountain bike race course, and then running on the dirt. Now, it transitioned into Xterra, and that's really what the difference is between a traditional triathlon and Xterra. The Xterra version, you get to swim in smoother waters, like here over at Nottingham Lake. We will take a look at Nottingham Lake in a bit. And then after the swim, you have the bike ride, but the bike ride is on the dirt and on the trails. And the running is in the dirt and on the rocks and on the trails. So it's kind of an off-piste version of a triathlon, and it's been around for quite some time. And we have some fabulous racers that are a part of the Vail community, the Midoff family, and we'll see how they do today, but I do tomorrow. But a lot going on down here today. They've got kind of availability times for practicing doing some swimming. They're going to have some yoga. They're going to have check-in. They're going to have food trucks down here. And then really the thing kicks off in full swing, the races tomorrow. So if you want to find out more, you can go to Beaver Creek's website. You can go to xterra.com for more of that information. If you want to find out kind of if there's still availability to sign up. I think they take 51 of the people here to go on to the World Championships, which are taking place in Italy this year. So this is the Xterra US Championships all weekend long right here in Nottingham and Avon, and then up into Beaver Creek. So it should be a lot of fun. Some great energy around this area. Check it out. All right, we're going to take a quick break from our show. When we come back, we're going to check in with Robbie. He's got your local and regional sports update with the sports show coming up after the break. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Vail.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about having the best summer adventures. Our full-service bike shop is here to help you get back on the saddle with services ranging from simple tire changes, full bike overhauls, and rentals. If trail running, hiking, or trips to the lake are your thing, our expert staff will fit you in the best performing footwear or clothing. And don't forget about a relaxing day on the water with our stand-up paddleboard rentals. Call Sun and Ski Sports in Avon or Dillon today, or learn more at sunandski.com/CO.
Hi, it's Julio from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you on 92"? Because we're always bringing you more. More Good Morning Vail from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More local coverage with Vail Vibes and Covered Bridge on TV8. More opportunities to participate with new roundtable panels on Mountain Perspectives and our new Spanish programming block coming this fall. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or our website at tv8vail.com.
Thank you for watching Good Morning Vail. Have an amazing day. Get on out there, soak up that sunshine. We'll see you tomorrow right here for more Good Morning Vail. Bye, everyone. Hi, I'm Gretchen Bleshaw. You might recognize me from the Glitz and Glam with Gretchen. Maybe you hear my voice on the radio from time to time or see me out at a concert or two. I love concerts. If you see me out, the long mermaid hair, I'm almost 6 foot tall. It's hard to miss. Come and say hi, give me a high five, and make sure to watch me right here on TV8.
Good morning, Vail.
And we are rolling into our Friday morning edition of Good Morning Vail. You know what that means? It is full swing into the sports world. So we've got Robbie with our sports update. Let's see what is happening in the local community this weekend and beyond.
All right, thanks for joining us. So we're not sure if you've heard the news or not, but Battle Mountain Football decided to fold their varsity program. This left many Huskies displaced who are looking forward to taking the gridiron this fall, but luckily, they've all found a new home. Once summer hits, anticipation is something every football player at Vail Christian feels.
At the end of the season, you're kind of ready for a little bit of rest, but once that idea comes of you're going to be playing football soon, you really want to get after it.
This feeling also struck the players of neighboring school Battle Mountain until a stunning announcement came.
So what was your immediate thought when you heard Battle Mountain Football was folding their program this season?
Wow. Like, they've always, Battle Mountain, because I play for Eagle Valley for lacrosse, always been my rival. They've always been this, like, top-tier team, and the fact that they lost their football team is just crazy to me.
Mediocre seasons and minimal interest to play sealed the program's fate to forego their varsity season. The players who still wanted to take the field were left to find a new home, where many landed at Vail Christian. The transition so far, a blessing in disguise.
I like it more. I like the intensity more. Everyone's always eager to get better. They're always looking for to fight for that one open roster spot or fight for a position that they know they should have. So I like the competition better.
All 5 former Battle Mountain players are grateful to be on a roster and gel excellent with their new team. The new faces also excite the Vail Christian players.
We're normally a small, quick team, but with some of these Battle Mountain kids, they're huge. It's going to be a lot of fun to have a really good line and to be able to throw and run better. We're hoping to take this team far. Definitely win league, hopefully get to state, and hopefully win.
So for now, Battle Mountain's merger with Vail Christian is a success, but one question still remains.
Imagine Battle Mountain jumpstarts their program again. Would you go back?
I wouldn't trade this for anything now. I'm excited.
Vail Christian kicks off their season at home against Dolores Huerta Prep. Now we'll head over to Vail Mountain School, where the boys soccer team is coming off that Class 2A state championship still, and entering a new season, they've got one thing on their minds. Vail Mountain School boys soccer is still high on winning their first state championship. Now in a new season, they believe
we're going to go back-to-back, that's all I got to say.
This team is talented, but down key starters from last year. However, there's still hope for this team's ambitions.
I would love to see Rutley playing Division I soccer one day. I would love to see him wear a USA soccer jersey one day. I think if that's something that he wants to do, he's got the work ethic and the mentality to do it.
Junior midfielder Rutley Heineman is the reigning 2A state player of the year. Heineman punched in 14 goals last season, but he's more than a scoring machine.
He really just gives us confidence, I think. Having a player like that, having someone lead us all the way to a final, basically carried us throughout the whole season last year. Yeah, gives us confidence. We can give him the ball and know something good's about him.
Heineman's talent goes without question.
Oh yeah, Hank!
But when talking with him about the spotlight surrounding him this upcoming season, he explained the credit goes to someone else.
I can only really thank my teammates. It was amazing. They congratulated me. They're amazing.
So a lot of gratitude from you there towards your teammates. But with that being said, what do you and your teammates need to focus on in order to get back to the state championship this season?
I feel like it's really coming together. Like the way we did last year as a team, we kind of just clicked during the playoffs, and that's, I think, how a team kind of just gets through any season.
And how confident are you in your team's abilities to execute?
We're ready. We're ready to go. Yeah, we're all excited. We're ready to play. We're ready to start the season, and we're ready to win a bet.
Vail Mountain School boys soccer kicks off their season against Moffett County. Now, in their season opener, Vail Mountain School boys soccer would go on to mercy rule Moffett County 11-0, and this game would end after the first half. We caught up with head coach Kevin Ives to gather his thoughts after the game on the Gore Rangers' performance.
All right, so we're over at Vail Mountain School where the boys just had their season opener. Boys soccer over here, Gore Rangers looking pretty good, 11-0
finish to the start of this game. Ended after the first half over that mercy rule. Joining me right now is head coach Kevin Ives. So, Coach, how are we feeling after that first game, season opener?
Yeah, we're feeling really great. Very confident and happy with how the boys took the field today and competed. And we know this is just like the first step along for a long journey, but always looking to just get better each and every single day. And now we're moving on to Steamboat.
Okay, and maybe down a couple players from last year's team. How do you feel like those guys, who've stepped up this season played today?
Yeah, absolutely wonderful. I mean, we had 2 freshmen today playing in their first varsity game. We had some sophomores that were key players last year on our JV team that are now in the starting 11. So I think that's, the story of a successful program is, you always graduate successful, strong seniors, but then it's just up to the next class to step into that and kind of carry on that tradition.
And it's early in the season. This is the first game of y'all's schedule. How important is it to get those guys on the field who have less exposure at the kind of freshman, sophomore level? How important is it to get those guys some playing time?
Oh, it's absolutely critical. First just getting them individually comfortable and then just getting them comfortable playing alongside their teammates. It's all about just giving them exposure, giving them opportunities. And yeah, I think they did tremendous today.
And we got to talk about Rutley Heineman a little bit. That kid had 3 goals, was a menace on the field today. What did you see from his performance today that really stood out?
Rutley's a tremendous player. He's so much fun to watch. He does a great job. He does all the right things. He plays hard. He gets his teammates involved. Just really looking excited to him kind of leading the way, and a lot of our other players looking up to him for his leadership. And it's going to be fantastic.
All right, and we got to talk about the defense a little bit today. I don't think I saw a single shot on goal today. How do you feel all around about how your defense matched up with Moffat County today?
Yeah, I think we matched up great. I think defensively we have a lot of new faces across our back four. We have a lot of young guys that are going to get opportunities to kind of show what they have and see how they progress throughout the season. But I think overall I'm very happy with how the back line played today. They played very confidently. They kept Moffat pinned in on their defensive third, which then made it a lot easier for our midfield and our attackers to kind of stay into the attack. It was fantastic.
And Kevin, mercy ruling a team in the first half is a big deal, and especially in your season opener. Has your expectation changed at all for this season based on the result of the outcome of this game at all?
I don't think the expectations changed, but I think today just really showed that we have a lot of talent. The talent's definitely there to compete, as we get into the state playoffs. So I think the boys know that. I'm really starting to see them come together as a unit over the last 2 weeks into this season. So again, it's just going to be continuing to develop, stay healthy, and then get our younger players a lot of opportunities on the field.
And Steamboat Springs is up next on the schedule. You guys got to go up to Steamboat and play on their field. What do you think the biggest challenge is going to be up in Steamboat?
Just the environment. Steamboat has a great fan base. The games are always live. We have a great rivalry there. Us, because we don't have lights on our field, we don't get to play any night games. So we always relish, the opportunity to play under the lights. So we're expecting a great environment, very strong 4A opponent that's going to be physical, strong, and disciplined. It's going to be a great early season test for us.
Okay, and with that being said, what do you guys need to work on this week in order to get prepared for that game up in Steamboat?
Yeah, it's a simple answer. I think, just having our full team here. School's still yet to start for us. We just got a large contingent of our VSSA boys back from a ski trip. So we've only had 2 practices as a full varsity roster. So I think for us it's just repetition and getting comfort playing alongside our teammates.
Okay, and thanks. Anything you want to add?
No, absolutely. Just really looking forward to the season. And, I think it's going to be a great one.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So sticking with soccer, in their second game of the season, Battle Mountain High boys soccer took on neighboring county Summit High.
The Huskies looking for their second win of the season, while the Summit Tigers were on the prowl for their first victory. After missing out on an early opportunity, senior striker Cooper Skidmore locates the deflection and puts the egg in the nest for the Huskies to go up 1-0 on the Tigers. A little over 17 minutes in the half, marching down the field, it's senior forward Alexis Dozell, who taps this past the keeper to take Battle Mountain up 2-0. Under 2 minutes to go in the first half, the Huskies working together. The ball finds its way to midfielder Leo Martinez, who sneaks it into the corner. Battle Mountain would go up 3-0 at the half and later scribble a win on their record as they knock off Summit County 5-0 and remain unscored on this season. Checking in on some other scores from around the valley. Eagle Valley, they're going to knock off Palisade to improve to 1-0 on the season. Glenwood Springs fell short of Steamboat and Basalt, knocked off Telluride, and will sit at 500 this year.
Now we'll take a quick little trip down I-70 where Vail Mountain School girls volleyball is experiencing something new this year. They have 8 seniors on their team this year and believe those seniors could bring them some success.
Changes go hand in hand with new seasons, some simple, some challenging. However, there's one change Gore Ranger Volleyball is looking forward to.
Pretty much our whole starting lineup is going to be seniors, and so it's pretty exciting to see, think about what they might be able to do this year.
8 seniors return to play their final season of high school volleyball at VMS. Senior Sage Evans points out the biggest strength of a veteran group.
We have all been playing together since at least our freshman year, and that kind of bond that we've all created together has definitely made us a stronger team because we can all kind of trust each other. We know how all of us play, and all of our seniors are great leaders on the team, so I think each of us have something else to offer.
Although this team is experienced, they need a purpose. A playoff team in 3 of the last 4 seasons, but they'd like to see an appearance at the state tournament. Senior Quincy Prebramski is confident the Gore Rangers can go the distance.
The team is already playing super well together, so I think once we put that into a game, we'll really have great communication and we'll be really molded as a team where we can work as one instead of each individual.
Vail Mountain School Volleyball kicks off their season at home against Highland.
Good morning, Vail.
TV8 Vail is serving the community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Stop by for Good Morning Vail at 7 a.m. and stay all day for lifestyle favorites such as Good Day Vail, Daily Flash, Suki and Scott, and more. And you're sure to find the adventure you crave with back-to-back episodes of Scoreboard Nation and Outdoor America. Find us all day, every day on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on tv8vail.com, and on all our social media platforms. There's more for you on Channel 92.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Hey there, on Good Day Vail, I am so thrilled to be talking about TEDx Vail. And if you don't know much about TED or TEDx, it is an episode that you need to watch. And it's all about helping spread fabulous ideas and creating behavior change that it really can have a humanitarian aspect. So stay tuned and watch our episode today on Good Day Vail.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 7 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns, Vail, Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno, Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
In America's heartland, living close to the land, there's a love for the country and a pride in the brand. In America's heartland, living close to the land. In America's heartland, close to the land.
Good morning, Vail.
Everybody, welcome back to Nottingham Lake. This is the home of the Xterra U.S. Championships this weekend, right here at Nottingham Lake and over at Nottingham Park next door. But I want to talk a little bit about, we'll talk about fishing in Nottingham Lake in just a sec, but my fishing report for the day. We've seen some rain recently locally, and it's affecting the rivers at times. I've got a photograph here of one of my guides who took some clients over to the Roaring Fork River, which is on the way towards Carbondale and Aspen yesterday. He got down there and that river was just blown out, unfishable. And with the rain we probably saw last night in that area, the more rain today, keep in mind that these rivers might get really dirty, then they become really tough to fish. We do have more moisture in the forecast this afternoon. Like a 90+% chance. So there's definitely going to be some rain around here. I was at the shop in Minturn yesterday and I hadn't seen that kind of rain in recent history. It rained so hard for about 15 minutes. It was pretty amazing, and it did dirty up the rivers. But with that being said, if the rivers are clear, the fishing has been spectacular. I've got some other photographs of a lot of happy clients on the river. One of my senior guides, Tom Rushlow, he goes by the name of the Professor. He takes clients out daily, and they've had some great success on the rivers. Now, mind you, it's that time of the year when, if you understand fly fishing at all, the fish start keying in on different insects that they do than they're used to feeding on earlier in the summertime. So you kind of have to be in line with that transition and be aware of it. And, you know, if you're not sure what bugs to use, if you're getting skunked out there and not having a good day, there's plenty of bugs that will work. Just swing by the fly shop or check out our website, minturnanglers.com, and you can find out more in terms of how these fish are reacting to different bugs for later in the summer, because the insect hatches are definitely different than what we see in, let's say, May and June and even July. There's a few that still linger around that are the same, but a lot of them start to change, and these fish's habits start to shift because they get a lot of pressure on them from people fishing in the rivers daily. So the fish become shy, they become timid, and they're used to seeing plastic balls, strike indicators on the river, and they're used to seeing the leaders. So you have to go to a finer tippet, and you have to use a hopper instead of using an indicator, and you have to be aware of where you stand because the fish can see you because the water's lower and more clear. So a lot of variables that come into play to make your experience just as good as we get into the later part of the summertime. But there's plenty of fishing to be had. Give us a call at the fly shop if you want to go out and experience it. Now, right here at Nottingham, I have a little bit of time left. Plenty of fishing to be had in this still water right here, and they do put fish in it. They do stock it, and you can go around with your spinning gear. You can fish it with fly gear. There's a dock over there you can fish from. The outlet into the Eagle River is over in that corner to the west, and then the inlet's over here. There's always fish kind of swimming around and feeding. You'll see fish popping out of the water. So if you want to go somewhere safe and pretty and easy to get around for the kids, and I mean for all ages and ability levels, Nottingham Lake right here, this little still water piece right in the heart of Avon, is a great option. So just keep that in mind if you want to give your shot trying to catch a trout, and not necessarily in the Eagle River or in Gore Creek or in the Colorado River, but somewhere nice and safe like right here at Nottingham Lake. All right, so there you go. We're going to take a break. That was my fishing report for your Friday edition of Good Morning Vail, the 25th day of August, National Banana Split Day, and the kickoff to the Xterra U.S. Championship. So we come back, we'll check back in with Robbie. We have the second half of his sports show, his sports report, the update on what's happening with local sports. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Vail.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8, así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web tv8vail.com y nuestra página de Facebook TV8 Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
Well, Archer and I are going to get headed on further down the trail, but I hope you'll catch up with us a little bit later. Hi, I'm Ben Roof, and I'm one of the new hosts here at TV8. I'm so excited to share all of my explorations throughout the Vail Valley with my dog Archer, where we'll be taking you to hiking trails, biking trails, maybe we'll go rafting, fishing, or whatever else we can come up with. I'm so excited to share all of that with you in my new segment, Outdoor Adventures. Don't forget to catch up with us every day right here at TV8 Vail or at tv8vail.com because there's always more for you on 92.
Do you have an interesting hobby or skill you'd like to share for Vail Valley? We want to hear from you. We're looking for people to share their musical, artistic, culinary, woodworking, athletic, or technical talents on Good Morning Vail. If you'd like to share your talents with the community, email Danielle at tv8vail.com. Join the community conversation. There's more for you on 92.
Experience the beauty of fall on the rails of the Leadville Railroad. Take in the cool mountain breeze as you climb to 11,000 feet to watch the vibrant reds, oranges, and golds of fall come alive. Enjoy delicious hot beverages, learn some history, and relax with family and friends. Even your pets can enjoy a ride on the train. Offering daily trips, the weekend specials sell out fast. To secure your seat, book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Nottingham Lake. I want to give you a little more of an update on what's happening here with the Xterra U.S. Championships taking place here in Avon and Beaver Creek today, tomorrow, and Sunday. A lot of activities. Really what it comes down to is the full triathlon and the sprint race. So the full triathlon is a 1,500-meter swim. It's a 24K bike race and a 9-kilometer run. And once again, keep in mind, you are not biking on just normal pavement. You're biking on dirt trails. So it changes the equation and it changes the equipment you use and it changes the mindset of the racers. And also the running portion is not on easy pavement for running. It's on trails and rocks and up the mountains. So that changes the equation also. So a 1,500-meter swim, a 24K bike ride, and a 9K run for the full triathlon. And then for the sprint, we've got a 750-meter swim, a 14-kilometer bike ride, and a 5K run. And both of those are taking place tomorrow. You cannot sign up on site tomorrow, so you want to sign up online in advance. Go to Xterra's website. You can even go to Beaver Creek's website and click on events, and it'll take you right to this event here at Xterra. But along with these national sporting activities and things going on all around the country and the world, we have a really core group of amazing high school athletes, whether we're talking about soccer, we're talking about cross country, we're talking about, in the wintertime, ski racing and basketball, we've got football. High school sports in this area are pretty robust. And Robbie, our sports reporter, does a great job of keeping you all in line and up to date on what it's all about. We're going to take you to the second half of his sports report coming up next.
Now, last year, there was a lot of hype surrounding Eagle Valley's boys cross country team because there were so many firsts done for the program last year. But they've lost their star runner, Jake Drever, to Boise State. But nevertheless, this program is still confident for the season ahead.
So I'm with head coach of Eagle Valley, Melinda Brandt, and there's a fall season approaching for the Devils this season. How are you doing, Coach?
We are really looking forward to it. Today's our first day of practice, and we got a great group out. We have about 45 on our roster right now.
Okay, and kind of walk through me, there's a lot going on behind us. What's about to take place?
On the first day, we always do a 2-mile time trial. We just want to see where kids are at after their summer training. It also helps us identify their pace for workouts so we can move forward with workouts at the right pace for them.
New year, new season, a lot of success last year. What's the expectation as the head coach of this Devils program?
Yeah, I think it's to keep moving forward and keep that trajectory. I knew we were a top 10 team for about the last 2 years. We just couldn't pull it together at the end. So in 2022, to be 4th at state, we want to be right back there this year. I'd love to see us higher at regionals. We were 3rd in the region, but 4th at state. So our region's one of the toughest regions, and we came back and beat all the teams, or we beat the teams that beat us and the regionals, and then Central beat us. So we just want to be that top team from the Western Slope this year for the fellas. And the girls are making a big comeback. We're putting the pieces together. We got some new pieces on the girls' side, so we're really looking forward to seeing how they'll compete this year.
Okay, and last year you lost 2 of your top seniors from last year's team. They were very successful and talented runners in themselves, but do you see anyone else stepping up to kind of fill that gap?
Yes, our boys team is really deep, which has been awesome. They just keep coming up the pipeline. They see the success. They want to be a part of it. Jake is off to Boise State, but I think that between the Blair boys, Cooper, Armando, guys coming up that didn't score last year but will score this year, it's going to be really fun to just see. I think we will be better and more competitive as a team this year as some of those younger guys get bigger, faster, stronger.
Okay. And talk to me a little bit about Jake. You're obviously losing him from last season, but he's such a special kid, you know, very talented. Also ran a 15:19:40 for his PR last season, the first Devil ever to break that 16-minute mark. How special was it to coach a kid like Jake who was just so talented?
He was great. He did all the little things right, and as he got older, he started to just keep getting stronger and really dug into the little pieces. So I think our kids see that. They see that one of their peers did something really special, broke 16 not just once, but 6 times over the season. And so it wasn't just a fluke run. He just kept throwing down awesome times. So to have the other guys see them, and they know they want to go out after that. So now that 16's been broken, I think the kids are just going to keep going after that. So I think we could have 3 or 4 guys under that mark this year, which would be phenomenal. Well, not under his school record, but under 16. I think I would not be surprised by that. That's kind of the goal for them. So yeah.
Okay, awesome. And you guys, your best finish ever in program history was 11th. Last year, you guys go to states and blow that out of the water with 4th. With that finish, what do you think's the expectation there? Like, could you go back to states this season? You just talked about some new talent there that may be able to fill in for Jake as he's gone this year. But what's kind of the expectation there? Do you want to get back up to 4th place or maybe even improve on that mark?
Yeah, I think cross country is interesting, right? Because I can't control what the other teams are doing. We can just control how much work we're putting in. And so our guys are ready to put in the work. They're ready to gel. Just a few weeks ago, we won the National High School Trail Championships with some of the guys that are returning. Jake was a part of that team too, because they get to have returning or graduated kids on those programs too. But Eagle Valley is put their name on the map again right away as the first big summer competition for the cross-country athletes. So we're really proud of those guys for going out there and doing that over the summer. So I think it's just gonna build and build and build, and we just have guys that keep stepping up, which is phenomenal. We have freshmen that are coming in that are already making some noise that are kind of surprises for us right now. So we have seniors, juniors, sophomores, freshmen that I think will all be a part of the varsity roster, and that have all had experience. Jackson Fillmore's coming up, and he's already had multiple years of varsity experience, and so it's just really fun to see the depth of our boys program and just to be strong year in and year out. But last year was really the culmination of a lot of years getting put together to finally get 4th. So it was just fantastic. The guys were stoked, and I think we can be right back there. Just kind of have to see how we compete with the other teams in the state and some of the big dog teams. We got some big races this year. Well, we'll get to see them. We have Liberty Bell on our schedule. Our first race is in the Front Range, so we get to see that. We'll get to run Junction twice this year, so we'll have the speedy times flowing for that. And then we're going to go to Indiana this year for an out-of-state race at the Nike Twilight Meet there, so they'll get some out-of-state competition too. So that'll be awesome.
Okay, awesome, Coach. And like we talked about earlier, a lot of firsts for this team last season. What first do you see for this cross-country boys program this season, maybe on the horizon?
That's a good question. I don't know. I think just having a stronger pack of guys that are all ready to take kind of that next step. So, like I said, 3 or 4 guys maybe going under 16 because it's been done. Now they can chase it. So I think Jake just paved the path, and other guys paved the path before Jake. So it just keeps elevating like each year, which I think is just a really great quality about our program. And on the girls' side, they've seen kind of the fast girls come through, but with Ellie qualifying last year, and then now having multiple girls who I think can chase her down, it's going to be really fun to see how strong they get too.
Okay, and Coach, we've talked a lot about times. We've talked about Jake in the past, breaking that 16-minute mark, and maybe what some of the boys can do this season for this team to get back to that 4th spot at states or even higher. But, there's a lot going on in your head with all that conjumbled in there at the same time, but I'm breaking it down easy for you right now. What are you looking forward to, just plain and simple, the most this season?
Oh, man, I just love seeing kids grow. I think that is one of my favorite things. Seeing them come together as a team, seeing them find a place in the school. Eagle Valley's over 1,000 kids now, so when kids find a home with our cross-country team, that just really fuels me to say, hey, you're welcome here. You're going to grow here. I said our word for today, even on the first day of practice, is growth. Don't focus on how hard this 2-mile may seem on day 1, but we're going to grow. We're going to get better. We do this 2-mile at the end of the season too, and they see how much they've grown. Cross country is not like track where every meet is different, every course is different, and so to see them grow from a 2-mile to a 2-mile, they can see all the work they've put in. And so seeing the personal connection, seeing the leadership develop, and just seeing their personal growth is one of my highlights of the season.
Okay, so many things to look forward to this season. Any other exciting events coming up that you'd like to talk about?
Well, our exciting event is our home meet. We get to bring our home meet back. So we're going to be up at the Sienna Valley Club here on September 16th and hosting, we already have 15 teams committed, but we haven't had a home meet since 2020. So we're really excited to bring that back for the community so Gypsum and Eagle can really see all that cross country has. We'll have a kids race, a citizens race. So that is something that's really exciting for us too.
Now, after a long wait, 1970s Denver Broncos linebacker Randy Gradshire has been selected as a finalist for the Pro Football Hall of Fame class of 2024, and that's a big honor.
Gradishar was a member of the legendary 1970s Orange Crush defense that helped the Broncos to their first Super Bowl appearance. On being selected as a finalist, Gradishar says his jaw dropped and that he's been waiting 35 years for this moment to represent the Orange Crush Denver Broncos name. Gradishar will be inducted into the Hall of Fame if he's supported by at least 80% of voters next January. Down in Denver, the Broncos held joint practices with the Los Angeles Rams, who they'll play in their final preseason game of the year. Perhaps a little too early to be thinking about basketball as we've just entered the fall season, but CU basketball released their non-conference schedule for men's ball. The Buffs, they're going to take on 2 teams from the Centennial State this year in northern Colorado, and then they'll make the trip over to Fort Collins earlier to take on CSU on the hardwood. But one game that really sticks out to me here is Iona, coached by legendary head coach of the Gales, Rick Pitino, and a squad that amassed 27-8 on their schedule last season and punched a ticket to March Madness ultimately. So the Buffs will certainly find out what they're made of when they play this team, and that's a good early testament for them in the season. But another one that sticks out to me is Miami at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, which is not only a great venue, but a strong team in the Hurricanes last year who danced all the way to the Final Four. So the Buffs, when they come out of this non-conference schedule, they're certainly going to know what they're made of entering conference play.
Now, nothing says football is back quite like the Associated Press dropping their preseason poll.
So no schools from Colorado landed in the preseason poll, but maybe we'll see Air Force inside the top 25 this season. The Falcons went 10-3 last year and were picked to finish second in the Mountain West Conference this year behind Boise State. Now, looking over at the AFCA coaches poll for Division II football, Mines cracked the top 25 as the number 2 team in the country, and they're coming off that national championship loss to number 1 overall Ferris State, and you can rest assured they're determined to get back to the title game this year, though. Other Colorado schools worth noting on this poll who received votes were CSU Pueblo with 56 and Western Colorado with just 6. Staying on the gridiron, we'll have a number 2 versus number 3 showdown in Golden coming up as School of Mines takes on visiting Grand Valley. Last year, these two teams fought it out in Allendale, Michigan, where mines fell just short in a 22-25 loss. The game is set for Thursday, August 31st at 6 p.m., and it's going to be televised locally, so make sure to stay tuned for that.
You know, it's always great to see a top 5 matchup early in the season because that gives you some idea of what to expect from each team. But make sure to continue coming back to us for all the latest sports coverage around the Valley and beyond.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Do you have an interesting hobby or skill you'd like to share for Vail Valley? We want to hear from you. We're looking for people to share their musical, artistic, culinary, woodworking, athletic, or technical talents on Good Morning Vail. If you'd like to share your talents with the community, email Danielle at tvavail.com. Join the community conversation. There's more for you on 92.
Experience the beauty of fall on the rails of the Leadville Railroad. Take in the cool mountain breeze as you climb to 11,000 feet to watch the vibrant reds, oranges, and golds of fall come alive. Enjoy delicious hot beverages, learn some history, and relax with family and friends. Even your pets can enjoy a ride on the train. Offering daily trips, the weekend specials sell out fast. To secure your seat, book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back. Now, we just got a wonderful sports update from Robbie, but we are always out and about in the community, and Avija shows us all of the latest and greatest in culture here in the Vail community. So let's take a look at Vail Vibes with Avija.
Hi, welcome to Perch. I'm Tamar Diorgadze, and I will be your stylist today. It's about you to be happy. Like, oh, I just got this little thing yesterday. Guess what? I'm gonna walk out tomorrow in a job and wearing that outfit. That's what makes my job satisfied. When I know that Jennifer, wearing in New York, who is my client, walks out the door tomorrow and has the outfit I put together, it is absolutely satisfying for me to know that girl that day will feel happy because she's put together. And it's all about Instagram. Nothing to do with any of the terrible things you sometimes hear on Instagram. Nothing to do with perfection or the perfect body or all of the crazy stuff. It's just simply feel so happy. Fill your soul with beautiful experiences daily. And one of them is maybe get a little personal styling.
And personal styling is tomorrow's specialty.
Good outfits that fits them class, what they need, not that what they want to sell. Again, very thin line between sales and being personal style. Very thin line. And I don't just sell. I want to develop for them a closet personalized for them. My goal is to discover the lady, the woman first, and then start shopping for them.
She says the seeds of fashion were planted in her childhood.
My grandmother, back in the day in the Soviet Union, was a seamstress. And I was her little assistant. So anything with sizing or clothing or sewing or bra sizing or any blazer or anything, used to do hundreds of seamstress jobs in a daily basis. Back in the day, we did nothing. I was so fortunate to see how my grandma, who was her 70s, just looked at somebody on a mirror coming from a street and she go, oh, she's size 4. We her this size. This is it. She's going to walk in. She's going to say this and that. We're ready. Let's go. Let's do it. And I just admire that everything she would said she saw was going to knock at our door, it would turn out to be a truth.
Tamar says when it comes to fashion advice, she has 3 basic tips. Layer up.
Because when you go out in Vail, like a concert or writing or whatever you are seeing, the show, you need to be prepared to be fashionable, but also don't cold.
Don't worry too much about trends.
We get stuck on the idea, I have to be trendy. Oh my gosh, comments like this. I just saw this online, or which we know can be very influenced. I always say, and I will repeat this forever, highly something comes from you. We can moderate all trends based on who you are. You don't have to be 100 to 100% what's coming Instagram tomorrow. Like, it's all good and well, but there is some classics, there is some basics, there is some things also, checkpoints, what suits you.
In pieces that will last.
It is tough because a lot of people are convinced and make up mind, oh, easy fashion, I'm just gonna rent to do this or do Amazon, 2 days delivery, whatever. But at the end of the day, again, you spend your money on something that's gonna last you long. It will create quick satisfaction, but then you're gonna end up having the items are not really quality.
Makes sense to me. So I decided to use her personal styling services for myself. Here's the outfit she chose for me.
Good morning, Vail.
Join us in exploring the everyday lives of community members here in the Vail Valley. Hear their inspiring stories of how they came here, their contributions to our community, and why they chose to call this place home. We want you to be one of our neighbors. If you would like to be featured or nominate someone to be featured, please send an email to Danielle@tv8vail.com. We look forward to featuring your story right here on TV8.
Welcome to Street Magic. I'm Elizabeth Stanton with some of the most terrifying stunts, extraordinary extreme escapes, and the most amazing cutting-edge magicians you'll ever see in one show. Get ready to have your mind turned inside out. The hand is definitely quicker than the eye.
It's fake! It's fake!
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
8-time Emmy-nominated Animal Rescue is a half-hour television series showcasing the heroic efforts of people helping animals. Join host and award-winning journalist Alex Payne and the Animal Rescue camera crew as they travel around the world, capturing dramatic rescues, rehabilitation, and relocation stories. For programming schedule, check your local listings today. Don't miss your favorite episodes of Animal Rescue. When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah, and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these two luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 7 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your three favorite mountain towns, Vail, Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno, Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
Welcome to Street Magic. I'm Elizabeth Stanton with some of the most terrifying stunts, extraordinary extreme escapes, and the most amazing cutting-edge magicians you'll ever see in one show. Get ready to have your mind turned inside out. The hand is definitely quicker than the eye.
It's fake! It's fake!
I'm Raisa Pascal.
And I'm Andrea Jackson. Welcome to Life, Love, Shopping. Have any personal stories you can share?
Do I? Yes, I do.
So even though you work for some good deals, too good to miss on flash deals now, check this out.
Studies show spending time outdoors can help with depression, lowering blood pressure, and overall health and happiness.
Good morning, Vail.
You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Happy Friday, August 25th. I'm your host, Kimberly Perot. Mark Sassy is joining me out in the community, and today is National Banana Split Day. Ask Mark about that if you see him out and about. But we've got an interview with Bill Humbert, the latest and greatest interviewing tips and tricks, how to not be afraid. We'll be looking at glitz and glam with Gretchen and her latest adventure out in the community, plus Eagle Valley Library District now that school is back in session, and much more. So stay tuned. Hour 2 of Good Morning Vail starts now.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Hey everybody, welcome back to hour number 2 of our Friday edition of Good Morning Vail. I'm live here at Nottingham Park, right in the heart of Avon. We have Kim in the studio. We had a great first hour talking about what's happening today. We'll get into Xterra in just a little bit, but it's an Xterra special weekend here in the Vail Valley. We are going to have some moisture with us over the course of the entire weekend. Let's take a look at your weather report. We're going to see pretty mild temperatures for your high temperatures today compared to what we've seen really quite recently. We're going to see 55 right about now in Vail, a high of under 70 degrees in Vail, 69 for that high temperature in Vail this afternoon. And we are looking at scattered thunderstorms throughout the entire later part of the day today, about a 90% chance. Your hourly forecast, temperatures midday, holding and staying in the 60s, and that's your high temperature too, upper 60s, with scattered thunderstorms really from noon into the evening hours. Denver temperatures today, pretty darn warm down there. Not too warm, actually, sorry, cooler down there too. A big percentage of moisture though. 73 for Denver's high temperature, with anywhere from a 40 to 90% chance of some heavy rain, flooding possible in certain parts of Denver. So watch out for any ponding on the roads. Hydroplaning, it can be tricky, so slow your speeds down if you see standing water on the roadways. 69 for high in Vail, 71 for high in Avon, 76 for high in Eagle. It'll be wet all around Eagle County with a 90% chance of moisture for Vail, an 80% chance of moisture for Avon, and then a 60% chance for Eagle. Tonight, our evening lows, a little bit warmer than 50 degrees would be our low temperature with about a 60% chance of some moisture coming our way, sun setting at 7:50. And then for Saturday in Vail, 75 for a high, 45% chance of scattered thunderstorms. For Sunday, 76 with some afternoon thunderstorms, about a 40% chance. 75 for Monday with a 50% chance, and then full sun returning by Tuesday with a high of 78. And then Wednesday, 80 degrees, warming up once again, partly cloudy skies, mostly sunny with a 10% chance of moisture. That's a look at your forecast for your Friday, the 25th day of August, through the weekend into the first of next week. Tonight, real quick, I want to mention before we go to break, at the Villar Performing Arts Center, KT Tunstall will be performing on the stage. And I went to a private party last night in Vail for a good friend of mine, Davey Gorsuch, and believe it or not, small group of people at Chasing Rabbits, and he's good friends with KT Tunstall, and she showed up and she performed a little impromptu acoustic set, just kind of getting people fired up for tonight. So KT Tunstall, if you remember that song, Black Horse in a Cherry Tree, that's one of them, and then another song, Suddenly I See. She'll be playing those and a lot of crowd favorites tonight at the Villar Performing Arts Center. Go to villarpac.org for more information. All right, we'll be right back with more of the show. We have Kim in the studio. I've got more reports from Avon, more about Xterra. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Do you have an interesting hobby or skill you'd like to share for Vail Valley? We want to hear from you. We're looking for people to share their musical, artistic, culinary, woodworking, athletic, or technical talents on Good Morning Vail. If you'd like to share your talents with the community, email Danielle at tvavail.com. Join the community conversation. There's more for you on 92.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Welcome to Street Magic. I'm Elizabeth Stanton with some of the most terrifying stunts, extraordinary extreme escapes, and the most amazing cutting-edge magicians you'll ever see in one show. Get ready to have your mind turned inside out. The hand is definitely quicker than the eye.
It's fake!
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
Hi there, this is Cece with Good Day Vail, and recently I had a chance to go to Matsuhisa and sit down with two experts around a spirit called Mezcal. Let me tell you, it is taking over the U.S. by storm as a leading growth spirit. So please watch that Good Day Vail episode and learn about something that you probably don't know much about. So join us for the Mezcal episode.
Good morning, Vail.
Now we are heading into the first segment of Hour 2 here on Good Morning Vail, and we love the recruiting guy, Bill Humbert. He is a wealth of knowledge when it comes to looking for jobs and what that may be. Oftentimes you can feel very lonely or not sure where to go. So Bill has some excellent advice. Let's take a look at the conversation he had with Ben.
Bit of a dismotivating factor. So how would you recommend that we kind of just take those first steps in approaching that loneliness and kind of overcoming those emotions as we're working our way to a new career?
So, Ben, I was in South Africa last month, and I came across this elephant that was all by himself. And, he's standing there behind the tree thinking he's going to hide from us, but it really didn't work very well. So what happens is when the leader male gets old, one of the younger males kicks him out, and they're kicked out of the herd, and they're totally lonely. And so unlike that male elephant that was in that photo, you don't have to be as alone as you think you are. You're only as alone as you choose during your career search.
So I guess that's where some people like yourself, a recruiter, can come in. If I was looking for a job, would that be someone I would want to reach out to? Is go and approach a recruiter or contact you at recruiterguy.com to kind of look for a little bit of that help and some assistance in our job search?
Well, for most recruiters, the professional recruiters get paid by filling positions. And if you don't have the right experience, they're probably not going to spend any time helping you because that's not how they get paid. They get paid strictly on commission. But the way a candidate who's looking for a job can overcome those lonely feelings is to go the other way and create positive feelings about their background. So when you lose a job or you choose to leave a job that you love the company and you hate the manager, you feel alone and you feel like nobody else in the world is experiencing this. In fact, lots of people are. And so the best way to transition is, in my book, Expect Success, The Science of the Over 50 Career Search, right at the beginning of my book, I coach people to reinforce their self-confidence and build that back up because you need that for your interviews. And so get two pieces of legal sheets of paper, and at the top write professional, at the second one write personal, and then list everything that you do well, all your skills, your attributes, and even experiences that you're really proud of. And sometimes they will cross over between personal and professional, and that's fine. And you need to fill every single line with something. And then what you do is you add asterisk next to the skills and attributes that you have and that you use that you enjoy using. Because why go looking for a job if you don't want to do it? So let's focus on the things that you do well, that you enjoy doing. And then you go through those and build stories that demonstrate you have those skills or those attributes or that experience. And when you do that before you even go to the interview, now you've built all of that confidence back up and you're ready to rock and roll.
Well, it sounds like that's a great way to prepare both for success in the interviewing process and an awesome exercise to help us both polish up our resumes and our cover letters and just create that foundation of self-confidence that'll help us present ourselves well. Is there...
Absolutely.
How would you recommend starting? If it was just something that we're looking at that blank sheet of paper and we're just having a hard time coming up with some concrete things, how would you recommend we start?
Well, one thing you could do is look at a job description of a job that you're interested in and see what skills and experience they're looking for, and do some research on the company and learn a little bit about their culture and what attributes that they may be interested in a candidate. You know, all companies are looking for people who are honest, loyal, smart, can do the job. And so go through those, and then that helps you get started on your list.
And so if we've got our list finished, we're looking at our completed list, and then we're looking up at our blank screen on the computer, how are we taking that list and then turning it into an interview?
Well, the best way to get interviews is to network. The bad news is human resources in their applicant tracking system, if your keywords do not match a poorly written job description perfectly, and I'm saying, let's say slippery is one of the words in the job description. If it's not there the 5 times that they have it in the job description, and it's not there 5 times in your resume, you will be screened out, or at least get a lower score, and the lower score will screen you out. So it's important to network your way to a new position, to an interview, and by doing that, you avoid all of the human resource screening out.
Well, and when you say screening out, you're referring to before a human being even takes a look at your resume, right? Just getting kind of pushed to the side by the computer system?
Exactly.
So,
and if you listen to the advertising of the job boards, one of them in particular advertises both to candidates and to companies. And if you listen to their one where they advertisement for companies, they tell you, we send you the best qualified candidates. What's that mean? They're screening out the candidates that aren't the best qualified, and best qualified is based only on a keyword match.
Which that was something that I was taught by our counselors and stuff when I was in college, was a trick they gave us, and I don't know if this is even a real good trick. It always kind of seemed silly to me, was to take all of the keywords from the job description and just put them in a header or a footer on our resume and our cover letter in white. So that way they don't show up to anybody looking at our resume, and even if they highlight it, if they don't select headers and footers, it still doesn't show up, but they do get picked up by the keyword searches and the algorithms. Is there any other ways that you would recommend to perhaps better get around that algorithm in the event that, say, we're looking for a job with a company that's not nearby and might make networking a little bit difficult? Say if I wanted to move from Utah out to Chicago, for example.
You know, I get this question a lot. And have you ever heard of 6 degrees of separation?
I certainly have.
That's how networking works. Hey, who do you know that's in Iowa? Oh, yeah, I have a friend that went to the University of Iowa. Can you introduce me to them, because I'm interested in a job in Chicago, but they live in Iowa? Well, University of Iowa is only 4 hours from Chicago. I'm sure they know classmates who live in Chicago.
Well, and
And
Cedar
then you get
Rapids
to
is certainly closer than Denver. More likely to know
Right.
people there.
Yeah, so it's something that you just use those 6 degrees of separation to network your way in. And that's what I do as a recruiter. I don't just post positions out there and hope that the right person is looking right now while I need them. I'm out there talking to people and getting them to introduce me to people all the way to wherever it is I need to go.
So it sounds like a fantastic way to approach things, and I would imagine that taking a little bit of advantage of social media too could be a way to kind of help reach out to people who might be in a position to either introduce us to the right person or be the right person themselves. I mean, I know that is sort of the idea behind a service like LinkedIn, but I can't say that I know too much about LinkedIn or using any of those services to network for business personally.
So Ben, there's this device that's really cool. You can get your weather on it, you can read your email, you can even make phone calls on it. And that's the best way to network, is to find people, use LinkedIn, try to find people who work at the company that has the opening that interests you. And oh my gosh, there's somebody I know. I went to college with them. And give them a call and just say, hey, I'm really interested in coming to work. I see you guys have a position that's perfect for what I'm looking for. And can you introduce me to the manager? Now you're totally away from all of that need for worrying about keyword searches. And then that person, especially if they like you, will endorse you with that manager. And then not only that, a lot of companies give referral bonuses, so they'll get paid for introducing you.
Well, it seems like it's the best way to go about it, just figuring out who we need to talk to and then just giving them a call if we can get a hold of their phone number. But one last question for you. Do you have an alternative method if, say, the posting says explicitly right at the bottom to only contact them through that job posting and to not reach out to hiring managers through LinkedIn, social media, or the company's website?
I love it when I see stuff like that. And I just tell you, go ahead and do it. Let's say the person that you get networked to is a vice president. Is HR going to tell a vice president you can't interview that person because they networked in with you?
Yeah, I don't think so.
They would not have a long career there. And from the perspective of a professional recruiter, I will tell you something. That some companies do that. I've seen it. And that's really not smart. I was going to say stupid, but that's not smart, because the career transition industry, so it used to be called outplacement, the people that help when companies lay off a group of people, they go to these companies for coaching for their people that are laying off. That industry over the last 45 years has created the metrics for how jobs are found. 74 to 76% of all jobs are filled through networking. 8% are filled through posting and hoping.
Wow, that's a really incredible statistic and kind of a great way to end things up on, and it definitely mirrors my experience too. I have never in my entire career gotten even a call back from an online job offer or an online posting that I've applied to. Everything that I have ever been, every career I've ever gotten was through networking. But well,
exactly, that's the way to go. And besides, it's fun. You reconnect with all these people that you haven't seen for a long time.
Well, exactly. So it's a great way to kind of exercise those social muscles and see some real benefits from it at the end. Well, Bill Humbert, thank you so much for joining us. If we need more information, it's recruiterguide.com.
That's correct.
Awesome.
And, if you want to talk to me about your career search, just click on the red button, Speak with Bill.
Fantastic. Well, Bill Humbert, the Recruiter Guy, thank you so much for joining us. We'll be right back after a short break.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8. Así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web tva.com y nuestra página de Facebook TVA Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
Hello, everyone. I'm Raisa Pascal.
And I'm Andrea Jackson. Welcome to Life, Love, Shopping. How many personal stories you can share?
Do I? Yes, I do.
So even though you work for some good deals, too good to miss on flash deals now, check this out.
Studies show spending time outdoors can help with depression, lowering blood pressure, and overall health and happiness.
Luke and Scott show. We are feeling good today. Great show on the way.
Absolutely. Welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great show.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
Good morning, Vail.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Live down here at Nottingham Lake at Nottingham Park. They're going to have the Xterra U.S. National Championships going on down here this afternoon, tomorrow. Tomorrow, the big races. We'll get into those details in just a little bit, but let's talk about your weather for Friday. We're going to see 55 to start first thing this morning, and not much warmer in the afternoon. Definitely a cooler day today. We're going to see a high of about 69 degrees in Vail, a little bit warmer here in Avon, but not much warmer. There is anywhere from a 70 to a 90% chance of moisture coming your way this afternoon with scattered afternoon thunderstorms throughout the daytime today. So be prepared for that. Pack a rain jacket. And if you want to make any plans to do stuff today, maybe do stuff more towards the morning time because there is a good chance of that moisture coming our way this afternoon. Your hourly forecast shows you scattered thunderstorms in the afternoon. Clear to start, cloud cover slowly rolling in throughout the morning time. We'll see temperatures in the mid-60s midday with that high of 69 coming at you probably around 3 o'clock this afternoon. Your I-70 drive down in Denver today, they're looking at anywhere from a 40 to a 90% chance of moisture, just depending upon where you are. That's according to Weather Underground and NOAA, both reporting kind of similar percentages. With a high of 73 in Denver, Vail 69 for a high with a 90% chance of the thunderstorms. For Avon, 71 for a high with an 80% chance of those thunderstorms. And then towards Eagle and Gypsum, 76 for that high temperature. Scattered thunderstorms, about a 60% chance. As we look at tonight, the sun setting, if we get to see it set tonight, 7:50 will be the sunset time. Temperatures, lows, about 50 degrees with a 60% chance of maybe some moisture tonight. And then jumping ahead as we're knocking on the doors to the weekend, For Saturday, 75 in Vail, 50 for a low, scattered thunderstorms, a little bit of sunshine mixed with that 45% chance of cloud cover and some possibilities of rain in the afternoon. For Sunday, 76 for a high. We'll see 50 for a low once again on Sunday evening. Afternoon thunderstorms for Sunday, sunshine in the morning with a 40% chance of those showers. 50% chance of moisture coming your way on Monday with a high of 75. A little bit of sunshine again. And then Tuesday, the sunshine returns in full force as these monsoonal flows with the shifting of the wind this time of the year will pass on through and bring some sunshine with a high of 78. And then Wednesday, we'll see a high of 80 degrees, mostly sunny skies with a 10% chance of maybe some moisture coming our way. So that's kind of how things are shaping up for your weekend, the 25th, the 26th, and the 27th. So I'm down here at the corral. This is where they have the different categories for the racers, the men, the ladies, the full course, the sprint course. This is where they're going to store their bikes. This is where they pick their bikes up for the biking part of this triathlon. I want to talk about kind of the layout, how it works for these racers tomorrow. So they're going to have a 1,500 meter swim in Nottingham Lake, and that's going to kick off the point-to-point race. So it's a 2-lap rectangular course. You get a 10-minute warm-up allowed before the race begins. Your average water temperature here is between 67 and 71 degrees. They allow racers to do a water temp also. Then after that, they have the 24-kilometer bike race, followed by the 9-kilometer run. Today down here at Nottingham, though, once things get going, they're going to have athlete check-in and registration taking place. You know, they're starting to show up here. We have a lot of people running around the lake. It's about a mile track around the lake. A lot of guys with their shirts off, kind of getting in that mindset of where they need to be for the Xterra race. They're going to have the food trucks open down here later on today. They're going to have Nottingham open. Nottingham Lake will be open for practice swimming, I think, for about a half an hour, maybe 5 to 5:30. And then there's also going to be a clinic here at the stage at Nottingham Lake with Josiah Middaugh and Susie Snyder, and they're both Xterra world champions. And Josiah lives right here in Eagle County, and he's a spectacular racer, and so is his family. They all do a lot of this competition, and they're really, really good at it. All right, so that'll be taking place also. Then there's a free movie here tonight at the Lakeside Cinema. And then things get rolling here tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock in the morning with the athlete check-in, whether you're going to be racing for the full triathlon or the sprint triathlon. And you cannot register on site tomorrow. You need to be registered in advance. So keep that in mind if you were thinking about maybe, ooh, should I do this? Do I want to go and compete? You got to get online and register today. Then you have to come over here and check in. You can check in today, you can check in tomorrow, but you cannot get registered on site here at Nottingham. So plan that into your day if you're going to be down here. And if you just want to kind of see what the event's all about and you're not a big triathlete, a big athlete, you're not a big racer, it's kind of a neat scene to see how it all goes down because there's a lot that goes into an event like this behind the scenes. And a lot of those organizers are kind of showing up to get things going first thing this morning. So swing by and check it out. If you want to find out more online, you can go to Xterra's website. You can also go to Beaver Creek's website because some of the activities are going to be taking place up in Beaver Creek. You can go to beavercreek.com and go to the events tab and drop it down, and you can click on Xterra right there and check it all out. All right, we got a quick break coming your way. When we come back, we have Gretchen Pleshaw with Glitz and Glam with Gretchen. She had a chance to swing into Flame Restaurant. We're going to find out more about that and more of our Friday edition of Good Morning Vail when we come back.
Good morning, Vail.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
Here at Sun & Ski Sports, we are all about having the best summer adventures. Our full-service bike shop is here to help you get back on the saddle with services ranging from simple tire changes, full bike overhauls, and rentals. If trail running, hiking, or trips to the lake are your thing, our expert staff will fit you in the best performing footwear or clothing. And don't forget about a relaxing day on the water with our stand-up paddleboard rentals. Call Sun & Ski Sports in Avon or Dillon today or learn more at sunandski.com/CO.
Hi there. Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky?
Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
Good morning, Vail.
Hi, I'm Gretchen Fleshow. We're at the Four Seasons Resort Vail. I am so very excited today. Such a beautiful space, and I'm here with the amazing, the man, the myth, the legend, Chef Juan. I feel like I'm going to get upstaged a little bit today. I have so many secrets in store for you today because Chef Juan is pretty awesome.
Thank you very much.
Of course, why are you here at the Four Seasons today?
Why I am here? Because we would like to bring a little bit of Argentinian cuisine and what we do at the Four Seasons Buenos Aires in our restaurant Elena, that is a traditional Argentinian steakhouse. So the idea is to mix a little bit, combine Argentinian and American type of steakhouse.
I love this, and I have to stop you for a moment because Elena, you told me a little bit about the name of the restaurant. It was going to be your daughter's name, and you decided against that for your daughter, but for the restaurant, Elena stuck.
Yeah, because Elena was the owner of the mansion that we have inside the hotel. We have a mansion from 1920 that we have rooms on it. So the lady who received that as a present from his wife was Elena Alzagonzue. And because of that, we put the same name to the restaurant.
So Chef Juan, you are here in Vail at this beautiful steakhouse, Flame, which I'm obsessed with. I am so excited because not only are you a world-renowned chef, I can easily say that, you also are on a show, a TV show. You have your own TV show.
I have my TV show in Argentina. It's a daily TV show. We have a lot of fun. We fight each other with other chefs. And we try to train people that they don't have any clue on how to cook. But we need to fight each other with them. So it's quite fun.
The only reason I brought this up is because not only was I nervous because he is a world-renowned chef and I don't know how to cook, he also is on TV. So I feel a little bit out of my element because you're going to be better than I.
No, please.
But going back to this, being here, Four Seasons Vail, I know you're so excited. What can we look forward to? I know it's a new menu
It
for
is
the
a
next
totally
month.
new, exactly. We'll have it for 1 month. Basically, we have all the best dishes or the best seller dishes that we have in our restaurant. So we have 5 starters, 5 main course, and of course, good steaks. So we brought some steaks from Montana. They are grass-fed, and we dry age it for 45 days. It's the same way we do it in Argentina. So I'm pretty sure people will love to try those. And of course, from those dishes, we have specialty things that we normally have in Argentina, like sweetbreads. Sweetbreads is a glang, but for Argentinian, sweetbreads is like foie gras for French.
So you're bringing the Argentinian spice to Vail, to the Four Seasons.
That's
of
the
Vail.
idea. Yeah, that's the idea, to enjoy Argentinian flair in Vail.
That's amazing. Well, I think you're already bringing the flair, bringing the fun. I cannot wait to try. What would you say is your I know this is such a loaded question.
Yeah.
Okay, you can pick two.
Okay.
What are your top two favorite things that you're going to be cooking, if you're allowed to give us a little sneak
Absolutely, yes. So we have a steak that we do Milanese. So it's breaded, it's dry aged, fried in olive oil, pure olive oil, and then it comes with an alioli of black garlic on top, some cake burrs, and it's really unbelievable. Fried eggs on top. We call it Milanesa a caballo.
Oh, you're
that
making
is
me hungry.
schnitzel on horse. I don't know why, but the eggs are on top.
I love that. Makes complete sense.
So
Schnitzel on horse.
That is something that we eat since we are child.
Okay.
So it's
traditional.
It's very traditional, but we elevate it with dry aged beef.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that is especially something that I love.
So come and ask for the schnitzel on the horse.
Yeah, exactly.
From Chef Juan. Okay, is that number one?
That's number one.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we'll say from the savory side, the sweetbreads.
Okay.
That's amazing. It comes with baby potatoes and a lemon emulsion.
Oh.
So it's a lemon cooked and the pulp is emulsified with butter. So it's really tasty. But we have some sweets also.
Okay, I want to hear about the sweet. I love, yes.
So we have panqueques. Panqueques is our crepes.
Okay.
It's Argentinian crepes, and it comes very filled with dulce de leche.
That's me. I'm into it. Yeah. Yeah.
But this is a smoke, so it's something different. It's a twist to our traditional panqueque of dulce de leche.
Okay, I am so hungry now. I'm so excited, and I am lucky enough that I get to try some of these amazing items tonight, which I'm so stoked on. I want to know, how did you get into cooking? How did you become I know it's a simplistic question, but what really sparked your love of cooking?
I mean, I grew up on the side of my grandma. My grandma used to be a great cook, house cook, but she teach my palate, the taste. So when I was a child, when I was 6 years old, I used to eat octopus, snails, frogs, any kind of strange meats that we used to get from the farm, and my grandma used to cook it for us. So since then, I love to cook.
Hooked.
Even though I am an electronic technician.
That's amazing.
Yeah, exactly. So at some point I was losing my mind, and and one day I say, I need to go for it, and I started studying cuisine in 1998.
Wow.
And then from there, in 2000, I entered Four Seasons Company in Buenos Aires, and from there I started my career. Actually, in Four Seasons, I met my wife. We got married in the mansion of the hotel.
Rough life, yeah.
Yeah, tough life.
Yeah, tough life.
Hotelier life.
Yeah, I love this.
So then we start our trip around the world. We live in the US, we live in Mexico, and in Egypt.
Wow, in Egypt?
Yeah.
So you are such an amazing human to be able to say to people, really follow your dreams.
Yeah.
Not to be cheesy, but you were doing something that was really kind of crushing your soul, it sounds like, and you went for it, and now you are a world-renowned, I'm saying it again, chef, and you have your own TV show, and we get you here in Vail.
And live, a beautiful life with the family, doing what I love to do. So I'm very lucky.
That's so brilliant. And you're here for how long, did you say?
Well, I will stay only a few days.
Okay.
But I have one of my right-hand chefs,
cool.
lady chef, Mika.
Okay.
She will stay longer to make sure we can continue with the menu of Elena with the right taste of each dish. So
that is so brilliant. I am so excited, and everyone here can go. They can come here to Flame.
Absolutely. Every night we have the menu, and then we'll have also some dishes from Flame, starting from Wednesday.
Okay.
But you can come anytime, any dinner time with us.
I am so very excited. I feel like you're such an incredible human being.
Thank you very much.
I feel like I made a new friend, and I cannot wait to eat all your food. I
That's great.
am stoked, and I hope to see everyone here, the Four Seasons, Vail, and come and stop by. And maybe they won't be able to see Chef Juan, but that you can taste his brilliant food. So make sure and stop by. Thanks so much, and keep right here for more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
are feeling good today. Great show on the way.
Absolutely. Welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a good
TV8 Vail is serving the community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Stop by for Good Morning Vail at 7 a.m. and stay all day for lifestyle favorites such as Good Day Vail, Daily Flash, Suki and Scott, and more. And you're sure to find the adventure you crave with back-to-back episodes of Scoreboard Nation and Outdoor America. Find us all day, every day on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on TV8Vail.com, and on all our social media platforms. There's more for you on Channel 92.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about having the best summer adventures. Our full-service bike shop is here to help you get back on the saddle with services ranging from simple tire changes, full bike overhauls, and rentals. If trail running, hiking, or trips to the lake are your thing, our expert staff will fit you in the best performing footwear or clothing. And don't forget about a relaxing day on the water with our stand-up paddleboard rentals. Call Sun and Ski Sports in Avon or Dillon today, or learn more at sunandski.com/CO.
Join us in exploring the everyday lives of community members here in the Vail Valley. Hear their inspiring stories of how they came here, their contributions to our community, and why they chose to call this place home. We want you to be one of our neighbors. If you would like to be featured or nominate someone to be featured, please send an email to Danielle@tv8vail.com. We look forward to featuring your story right here on TV8.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 7 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns, Vail, Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno, Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now, we love Eagle Valley Library District, and we love when they join us here on the couch. So joining me today is Tegan to talk all things that are happening as we approach the new fall school season. So Tegan, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Great to see you here on the
Thank
couch.
you for having me. Appreciate
Absolutely.
it.
So we have lots happening now
We
that
do.
we are in the full swing of school.
Yes.
So what is going on? Tell me a little bit more about what you have.
As everyone knows, this week was the first week of school. And so we partner with the school district in order for students to use their student ID as a library card. So again, one less thing for students have to worry about. They just come in with their S number and they can check out all materials. Whether that is for just entertainment, relaxation, or, homework. We have important stuff. We have those resources as well as our teacher cards. So teachers can come in and check out materials for their classroom. And they can have those a little bit longer because we know it is supporting of the curriculum. And then as well as parents and homeschool parents, we have resources for everyone to be successful this school year.
That's great. So kids don't have to worry about juggling a bunch of different cards. That's great.
Yep, exactly. Because
Just use the
inevitably one gets lost.
Yep.
So now, because the school district, they need their student IDs all the time, it just made it so much simpler for the students.
That's great. I love that you have that initiative. And
it was awesome.
Keep things digital. Keep it simple.
Keep it simple. Keep it simple for the kids. And the kids know their S numbers. So they'll come up and be like, it's S. And they rattle it off. And I'm like, how do you know that? But okay, that's great. Oh, here you are. And then we get them on their way with the materials that they need.
Oh, that's great. So tell me a little bit about the teacher program as well.
Yeah, okay. So teachers can come in. All they have to do is show that they are a teacher. And that can be preschool all the way up to professors at CMC. They can come in and just show that they do work for a school district. And they get a teacher card. Now, this is a little bit different than a regular card. There are no fines on this card. And they can check out the materials a little bit longer because these materials are going to be supporting their curriculum and helping students in the classroom. So we want teachers to have that time with the materials that they need in order to support the students.
Oh, I love that. It's so great. And I love just all of the extra resources that you provide. I wish I had grown up with a library like you.
Oh, appreciate it. Appreciate it. We do try our best, and Colorado shares. So even if it's not on our shelf, we will try to get it for you.
That's great. Now, speaking of things that are happening, so there's a lot more going on. So tell me more about story time.
Okay, so at the moment, we're doing a story time break, and I know that's sad. But it gives our children's librarians an opportunity to get our after-school programs all geared up. They take a little vacation, and then we kick off story time after Labor Day. So the story times we do are baby, toddler, preschool, and we also have bilingual story time. And so all up and down the valley, so Avon, Eagle, and Gypsum, we do the road show at all of them. And so in the meantime, while we don't have story time, parents can still come into the library, please. We have the age-appropriate books as well as the toys. So our story times are geared to prepped wee ones for early literacy skills so that they're set for school success.
That's great. Now, Library of Things.
Yeah.
Do you have a lot of the things there? Are they still being rented out now that
Oh my
summer's
gosh, yes.
winding down?
Yeah, they go out all the time. So we still have our huge Library of Things collection. We have all sorts of things. So even going back to Storytime, we have Storytime kits. So if parents are just at a loss of what books they want, we have a bag with a theme. It has everything you need in there and instructions. And then our Library of Things, as you know, have all sorts of things in them, from cards, from hiking poles, from GoPros. We have lights, the light ring now. We have some projector stuff. So our Library Things just keeps expanding. And yes, they're always in and out. So if we don't have what you want, just come back in, and hopefully the next person will return it, and it's yours for the taking.
That's so great. Now, the resources that you all provide, I love, because it shows that there are ways to be involved and to do other activities and learn new hobbies and things, and you don't have to necessarily be enrolled in like a dance class or sports or anything along those lines. And you just really expand, I think, and show that there are a lot of things on the horizon.
Oh, good. Yeah. When anyone comes in with an interest or just looking for their next read, we're happy to help, and we're happy to expand upon what you want to go and where you want to go in life.
Wonderful. Now, we are heading into Labor Day weekend.
We are.
So there's usually an activity that happens the first Saturday of every month at Eagle.
Yes,
so tell me a little bit more
okay.
about
So the first Saturday of every month at the Eagle Public Library, we do a family activity. So all ages can come, just families come, and there is going to be an activity for you and your family to participate in. So I think last month they did, they painted all these different bookmarks and postcards so people can send them out to their family. So it's just a huge, big, event for anyone who wants to come and participate. And so they just come in, we have all the materials, and you just have a good time with your family.
Great way to make memories and to really just foster a good learning and loving environment. I love that.
Oh, good. And, we have the materials. You can make the mess. We got it.
And I noticed on the events page on the website, there are lots of events happening all the time.
There are.
Yeah.
So not just for kids, we have teens. So we got D&D. We also have, we'll be kicking off our teen book clubs once school gets a little bit more. We usually try to kick off our after-school programs in October.
Okay.
And then we have some adult fall programs coming up. They're at the moment kind of in the cooker, and we're just waiting to see what's going to come out.
I noticed there's a meditation for adults.
There is.
Tell me about that.
Okay, so there's a meditation for adults in Eagle on Mondays, and it's in the first session's in English, and the second session is in Spanish.
Wow.
And that is with in partnership with the Eagle County Public Health, I think. And so we have a wonderful woman that comes in and facilitates the meditation.
Great, that's great. Well, I know as we kind of zen and prepare for ski season, that is a great way to get in there and just reset for the next season that we're in.
Exactly, and you don't have to have any experience. Just come on in, and then hopefully, breathe, and you'll walk out a little bit lighter.
I would love that. Awesome. Well, Tegan, where can we go for more information? Any last pieces that you want to share with us?
You can always hop on our website, evld.org, and we're always updating it, so you'll see more events as we get into the fall. And then, if you come in with any interests or you're just looking for your next read, come talk to us. We're happy to help.
That's great, and you can get that in tangible and in digital.
Yes, that's right. We have lots of resources online as well as in our physical building.
Awesome. Well, Tegan, thanks for giving us the weekly updates of the Eagle Valley Library District. We always love what you have to offer and just how you serve the community. It's great.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for coming. Now, stay tuned. We are going to wrap up our Friday morning edition of Good Morning Vail shortly after this break, so go fill up that cup of coffee. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8, así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web tvavail.com y nuestra página de Facebook TVA Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
Pascal. And I'm Andrea Jackson. Welcome to Life, Love, Shopping. Have any personal stories you can share?
Do I? Yes, I do.
So even though you work with some good deals, too good to miss on flash deals. Now check this out.
Studies show spending time outdoors can help with depression, lowering blood pressure, and overall health and happiness.
Show. We are feeling good today. Great show on the way.
Absolutely. Welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
Good morning, Vail.
Everybody, welcome back to the close of the show. I got one last quick look at your weather, and then we'll take it back to Kim in the studio to wrap up our Friday edition. We're going to see a high temperature in Vail today of about 69 degrees, so definitely cooler than what we've been seeing, with a 90% chance of those afternoon scattered thunderstorms. So plan that into your day. As you look at the hourly forecast, you can see temperatures not getting much over 65 around 4 p.m. We'll see that high once again about 3 o'clock, 69 degrees, scattered thunderstorms in the afternoon, 90% chance. Denver temperatures today, pretty mild down there, 73 degrees in Denver, with anywhere from a 40 to a 90% chance of those rain showers also, with flooding alerts. Be on the lookout for that. Tonight we're going to see a low of about 50 degrees, 60% chance of moisture, sun setting at 7:50. Then your 5-day. Temperatures kind of hovering in the mid to upper 70s Saturday through Tuesday. And we have rain for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Sunshine returns on Tuesday. And then we have warmer temperatures on Wednesday with an 80% chance, with 80 degrees for that high temperature and a slight percentage of maybe some moisture coming your way. But that's your weather for Friday and for the weekend. All right, we're going to wrap things up over here at Nottingham Lake. Remember, we have the Xterra U.S. National Championships taking place here this weekend. And swing by if you want to check it all out, all the festivities. They're going to have some free yoga. They're going to have a free movie tonight. And then if you want to compete, you better get in the right mindset. There you go. So I'm going to sign off here from Nottingham Lake. Y'all have a great weekend. Kim, back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Mark, for that weather update and for giving us all of the information about the Xterra U.S. National Championships. Very exciting time here this weekend. We had a lot happening on the show today. Glitz and Glam with Gretchen, Avija with Vail Vibes. Definitely some exciting things happening. So make sure that you check out. And then Bill Humbert is awesome per usual. Loving having him here on the show. And we just really enjoyed you. So if you're looking for a fun thing to watch tomorrow, Jammin' with Jake and Liz will be your weekend hosts. So check it out tomorrow on Good Morning Vail. Thanks for joining me. I'm your host, Kimberly Crow.
Are you looking for exciting and nutritious recipes to cook at home? Watch Colorful Cooking with Tracy Miller on TV8 Vail. Tracy brings you the best in fresh and healthy foods for the active outdoor lifestyle. Stream online at tv8vail.com or find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on 92.
Tune into Coffee with America and start your day in the right direction, where we go over the latest and greatest in health, lifestyle, entertainment, and more. Start your day off on Coffee with America.
Silky and Scott Show, we are feeling good today. Great show on the way.
Absolutely. Welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
Hi, Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great